Let's begin the show with India, where a special court sentenced Kashmiri separatist Yasin Malik to life in jail in a terror funding case. Malik had earlier pleaded guilty to all the charges, including those under stringent Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, in a terror funding case. The case against Yasin Malik pertained to the Pakistan-based terror organization Lashkar-e-Taiba chief Hafiz Saeed and other separatist leaders' conspiracy to raise, receive and collect funds domestically and from abroad for the separatist and terrorist activities in Jammu and Kashmir. A report. From a Pakistan-trained militant to one of the prominent separatist faces in Kashmir, life has come a full circle for Chief of the banned Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, Yasin Malik. Over the past 3 decades, he has been in the limelight for varied reasons in Jammu and Kashmir. The 56-year-old separatist has been in and out of jail several times, but recently, a national investigation agency court in Delhi awarded him life imprisonment in the 2017 terror funding case, saying his crimes were intended to strike at the heart of the idea of India. The court also imposed a fine of over Rs 10 lakh on Malik. Malik was convicted in a Jammu and Kashmir terror funding case after he pleaded guilty to the charges against him. The case was registered for raising, receiving and collecting funds through various illegal means, including hawala transactions, for funding separatist and terrorist activities in Jammu and Kashmir.
For all his protestations of wanting Kashmiri independence, it turns out that Yasin Malik is just hand in glove in the ISI like we all knew. What we need to remember is the ISI uses this sort of separatism question, that is the independence of Kashmir from both India and Pakistan, essentially to weaken any sections that oppose it. Remember, maybe say 1/3 support joining Pakistan, 1/3 support joining India, 1/3 support independence. If you keep saying Pakistan, Pakistan, you'll have a 66% vote against you. So this entire campaign for independence has been orchestrated by Pakistan.
Malik has without a doubt been one of the notorious players in Kashmir. His cases date back to several decades, and over the years he has successfully dodged the law while continuing to propagate in favor of Pakistan. The cases against him are not ordinary. They range from acts of terror causing unrest and abduction. In fact, a 3-decades-old case in which he was accused of killing Indian Air Force officials was also reopened. His organization, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, was also involved in the kidnapping and killing of Ravindra Matre, an Indian diplomat posted in the UK in 1984. Yasin's name has cropped up in terror funding case since 1995. In 2019, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front was banned by the government of India for promoting secession of the reorganized Union Territory. He had also been accused by the National Investigation Agency of orchestrating protests in 2016, during which 89 cases of stone peltings were reported. Malik was also the mastermind behind the purging of Kashmiri Pandits from the Kashmir Valley and was responsible for their genocide, in which hundreds of Pandits were killed, raped and tortured in a way that country had never seen before. He led the mobs in destroying and burning government buildings and schools and in attacking security forces.
हम पिछले 32 या 36 साल से इस परेशानी में है कि हमने जो हमारा जो ये पलायन हुआ या जो हमारी जो हत्याएं हुई है, इनकी जिम्मेवार यही है। हमारी उनके साथ साथ जो भी वहाँ कश्मीर में जो भी किसी भी कौम का जो भी हत्या हुई है या इस ऐसी जनरेशन को नई जो यंग जनरेशन उसको इसमें धकेला गया है, उसके जिम्मेवार यही लोग हैं। तो हम चाहते थे कि सज़ा कुछ और हो, मगर न्यायालय के हिसाब से जो सज़ा हुआ है ये खाली टेरर फाइंडिंग में हुआ है। अभी उनके ऊपर बहुत सारे केसेस हैं जिसमें लसाकोल की हत्या है, जिसमें ये है नीलकंठ गज्जू की हत्या है, वो किसने मारा है, कौन थे वो? यही लोग थे। तो इन्होंने तो JKL का डंडा वहाँ वो ये झंडा उठाया था, इन्होंने तो ये फंडिंग की थी, इन्होंने तो पाकिस्तान के साथ राब्ता रखा था, इन लोगों ने सब कुछ किया था।
Yasin has always maintained that he is proud of the fact that he took up the gun, because without that, the Kashmir issue would not have gained attention. Not even once he has expressed remorse for his actions and never condemned the reign of terror unleashed by other terror groups. In the name of freedom struggle, Yasin Malik has set up an elaborate structure and mechanism across the world to raise funds.